There's no love in this city. There's no love in this city. I know couple of things, couple of efforts that I've put in this city, and I'm not getting feedback. I am underrated. I am underrated when it comes to the industry right here. I am underrated.
All right, feels so good to have you here on Tepoctv. My name is Elvis Vitalis, and yes, it is a pleasure to bring to you another fantastic content that thrills you amazingly. I mean, around entertainment, right? And it is what we call the artist spot. So joining me today, I have with me one of Port Harcourt's incredible artists. I just want to use the word incredible artist because he's gone beyond just your normal. He does a lot of things. I mean, you need to see this guy because he's into fashion, he's into food, and he's also an artist. So he's incredible. You barely get to see a couple of creatives that are, into different things like this, but he happens to do the three of them and he does them correctly. So joining us today in Tepoctv Studio, I have with me in person the creative, the artist they call Crazy. Hey, bro, it's a pleasure having you today, man.
Yeah, you're welcome, Daddy.
You look very artistic.
Normally.
I don't know. Like I wanted to ask you for a start, right? I don't know. Have you really been to the psychiatrics? I mean, no offense, but I just have to ask you that.
Not really. I've not been to the psychiatrist. Why accent?
Because for someone to think of this level of creativity,
Okay.
it has to be like, the person has actually, crossed out of the human, space of reasoning to actually think out of the box to this level of creativity.
Yeah.
It's actually an upload. I'm really giving you your flowers, though, regardless the fact that you might be thinking, you just have to like, bro, because why would you want to paint your nails and all of that? But that's your style. But I really love it. I really love it.
Okay.
But I'll be very honest with you. I can't be this for so many reasons. How do you deal with police brutality?
Police brutality. KMG baby is a complete art. So
Yeah. So when they get to see you see what you tell them?
No, the first thing they do is like, yo man, who are you?
Yeah.
One question.
Yeah.
And the next thing I'll be like,
Really?
who am I? Like,
this is what you do.
I laugh
Who
first.
are you?
Yes. It's one question I normally expect from every policeman or every individual. Because it's the city where I come from, it's not like a city where it's not like Giddy or like America where you could see people go viral in their outfits. But each time I think about art, I always think that craziness is the game.
Craziness
Is the game.
Wow, right?
Check your faves.
Yeah.
Check your faves.
I think I'd want to buy that, but I feel like at this level of your career, you should pipe down low a bit so that you can actually get the crowd, and then you can now become crazy. Because
Okay.
if you do that, it's more like an advice. Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like you're doing so well. I really love the outfit. I really love the creativity behind everything.
All right.
The ideology and everything, but. If you continue like this, you go turn out to become a regular customers for, police. Because at the time they might just want to mistake you for, criminal. And then you ask me how the criminal looks like. I'm not saying they look like you, but I'm just saying, saying. By the way, I really love your outfit.
Thank you very much.
I really love your outfit.
Thank you.
So going further to the name Crazy K, because I want to believe that, that isn't your real name, right?
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, I think I've known you way back since even when I was in secondary school. That's how long it is. I've really known the fact that you love music, you know music. When you were into the whole rap game and all of that, you transcended to start singing and still switched into Igbo version.
Yeah.
This is to tell you that I really know you. So, what is it about Crazy K? What is it about Crazy K that we don't know?
Okay.
Because I feel like this is what I know. This is like where my knowledge about you stops. So what continues? What should we know about you?
Okay. First of all, Crazy K, it's Agvokalo Ama. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm from Afikpo South local government area in the Benin State,
All right.
and I was born and breeded here in the city of Port Harcourt.
All right.
Dio precisely,
Big shout
Gambia.
out. Big shout out. Dio.
Yeah.
Big shout out.
Dio precisely. And outside the music thing, I am a fashionista.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I do creative fashion. I do styling. You understand? I've styled couples of artists in and out here in the city.
Okay.
Okay. So and outside that, I'm a chef. I'm a cook too.
Wow.
So I do my traditional meal, which is abacha. Okay, I am known for that.
Yeah.
I do abacha. So that's why when you see me sometimes I said it's Bafambu Ikechuku, abacha boy, AKK and G baby. So those slogans are part of me too. So outside music, I do styling and I do the kitchen thing too.
How have you been able to, put all of them together in one, like without, how do you put the energy? Because I know first off, cooking is a lot. Not talk of when you're, doing it and make money, you're serving the public with food. It's a lot. How do you tend to do that? And probably you now get side gigs in the evening or at night. You still turn up to go for the side gigs, and the next morning, you have to, style people. How do you don't like? How you did one?
It don't be part of me because one, my mom is a cook.
Okay.
Okay. Then my dad is a fashionista. You understand? My
Oh, so
dad is.
your
So
now I understand
it's
the
a
game.
blood, it's a DNA shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you have to take the boats. You collect from here, and you
add it up
you had to
to
add
Crazy
everything up,
K.
right?
Do you understand? So Crazy K is a musician. Then Abacha Boy is the kitchen boy.
Wow.
Then Ako Styles is the fashion boy. So altogether prompts to Crazy K.
This sounds very, very intriguing, very, very fascinating. Wow. It's like a wow, right? So around your music, when you started doing the indigenous thing, I didn't really know the reason why you stopped, going hardcore in English and you switched lane into, going indigenous, right?
Okay.
So so many persons might mistake you for Fino because someone might just want to, call Fino and eventually get to call you and pay you what they pay Fino and ask you to make a refund that you're not Fino.
I've come across cases like that.
Yeah. So is it safe to say that you're the low budget Fino?
No, not like I'm the low budget Fino or
Okay.
I'm the Fino. No, K is not Fino.
Yeah.
Okay, I could remember when I did the Lost Culture and I played my sound to someone and that was traditional man. I said, bro, listen to the song and tell me what you feel about it. I never told him it was my song. And it was like when he listened to the intro, the first verse, the chorus, and it was like, oh, this Fino song makes sense. So and I was like, shit, this is me. This is not Fino.
Okay.
Do you understand? So as time goes on, I had to understand that, okay, should I bring it down low? Should I commercialize it more of the vernacular and add the spice of the English
So
shit
that
to
could
it?
be your
So that
signature.
could be me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was what I did. So when you listen to my recent project right now, like I feel like to make you drowning and the whole you could see the English, the Igbo, the singing, and the vernacular thing all together.
Oh, okay. Sounds pretty, incredible, right? So, looking forward to how everything has really been going with you.
Okay.
Let's look at the food part.
All right.
Because I feel like with what you do, you're a full creative, ranging from the fact that you cook, you style, and you're an artist, you sing.
Yeah.
So it still mean one thing that you can actually drive all your customers around in a circle, and get them patronize all that you do.
Yeah.
That is an Igbo man reason. But yeah, I don't know. Is you do abacha, right? And I've not really tasted. I'm looking forward to buy. I'm looking forward to patronize. I pass there all the time and I get to see you or your sister. I feel like God, one day I'm going to do this. It's either when I go to the market and when I come out, I'm out of cash, or it's one thing or the other. But do you really, really feel that abacha itself is what will propel you to limelight if you have to continue pushing music?
Not like abacha will prepare me to limelight. Abacha is one business that's outside the music business.
So you have other businesses?
Yes, I have other businesses. The music business is one business. The abacha business is another business.
Okay.
Then the fashion business is another
another
business,
business,
too. So
yeah.
actually, Agui is a
many streams of
businessman. Yeah.
many streams of income rather comes in. Wow.
Yeah.
You really tell that you're a businessman. So
Yeah.
what really, keeps you going with the cooking thing? Because I know there was one of the Abacha festival I attended. I was even mistaken it to be your brand.
Okay.
It was later I had to make few inquiries, and fortunately enough, they had to tell me that it wasn't yours. But you actually vendored in that Abacha. I think it was like
Yeah.
last year or 2 years
That
ago.
was that was 2 to 3 years ago.
Yeah, you did
Yes,
venture.
yes. I participated.
So are there plans like you should go in opening yours, like maybe making the Abacha identity pretty known? Because
Okay.
Abacha happens to be one of the oldest food for those particular persons that are in the East. They can really relate, and we have a lot
Yeah.
of them here in the South.
Yeah.
So do you feel like if it's something you could do within your powers, you would really let it out for people to know?
I am really working on that. So by March next year, my
Wow.
festival is coming up.
Wow.
So sorry, I'm not supposed to be saying this, but it's an
I heard it
expo.
clearly. I heard it
It's an
clearly.
expo.
March, we are preparing next
So
year.
by March next year,
Yeah.
my festival is coming up.
Okay.
Okay. So and it has to do with a whole lot: the music, the fashion, the food.
Music, passion on food.
Yeah.
Wow. Music, passion on food.
That's what it's all about.
Damn, this is beautiful. Now, looking at your recent song,
Okay.
I feel like to make you. I feel like to make you.
Ah.
I feel like to make you. I feel. That intro is world class. Honestly, I have to give you a flower. It's world class.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
But going off vernacular,
Mm.
what really first inspired you around that song? And I'll tell you what inspires me around the song and why I feel. Well, let me first hear you first.
Okay. What inspired me about Make You? K is one nigga that have an open love for everyone.
Okay.
Do you understand? But each time I come across bannies, let me use the word bannies as slang. Each time I come across bannies, and the feedback I get, it's not really welcoming. Do you understand?
How do you mean?
Agu is one nigga that has gotten a whole lot of heartbreaks from ladies.
Why? What's the reason?
I don't really know, because I keep finding out, I keep wondering, what are the reasons? Or is it because I am an entertainer? Or is it because I am a crazy guy when it comes to my looks and my outfit? They always use that word. You're too white for my liking.
Let me ask you one question.
Go on.
I want to believe that you're from the East.
Yeah.
And the East, we are known for our heritage and our culture. We have pride around it.
Yeah.
So, Agu.
Yeah.
Let me call you with your native name, Agu.
Yeah.
Which means lion.
Yeah.
Would you see your daughter dating someone like you? Would you let's assume you're not an artist, you are Agu.
Okay.
Right? If your daughter comes to the house with someone like you,
okay,
what would be your response? Be very sincere with me.
I'll be like, wow, first.
Okay.
Because sometimes I look at myself at the mirror and I'm like, what's this?
Oh.
So if I can wow myself, which means
the wow is not like, who be this person? Who is this?
Yes, the wow is like,
wow, this is amazing. Is it what you mean?
No, not just this is amazing. The wow is like, who's this?
Okay.
One, then two, man, you're looking so amazing and artistic.
Jesus Christ. I know you're just lying right now, bro.
Not like I am lying. I am trying to be sincere. I am trying to be real.
Are you for real?
I'm for real.
See, what are the compliments you get on the streets whenever you walk past people and be like, I know how you move. Like, one thing I really, because I know, let me now tell you that I know you like way back. When you walk on the streets, you walk fearlessly, like Obuluba, and we get this. I don't know. They don't burn the person 2 times. Say,
for real?
People. That's how I know you. Like, the way you walk with this, you know where you're going to. That's like what I know about you. So when you're dressed the way you're dressed as Crazy Key, not Agu, and you walk on the street, what do people do? Do they leave the lane and go this way?
Yes, so they do cross the lane. They do switch lanes. I can't lie for that. They do switch lanes. They do switch lanes. Not one, not two, not try.
So what do you think goes through their mind about you?
Oh, more. At the time, they be like, this guy, and a lion, I've been with himself. You understand? But Agu is one fearless nigga.
I know. Don't go there. I know where I wanted to go now is about tell me about the fashion, because
okay.
You know, you said something that for some reasons, you've been in various relationships.
Yeah.
And one thing is paramount, that these girls all,
Say the same thing.
one particular thing, which is you're wild. And have you really tried to ask them what do they mean by you being wild? Is it in your look? Is it in your behavior? What exactly do they say?
It is not in my behavior, because I know that Agu is one nigga that still go home balanced to the fullest.
Okay, so
despite all.
so what exactly is it? It's in your fashion.
It's in my fashion, and I can't go low, because music, it's art is fashion, art is creativity.
Yeah.
So instead of I'll go low, I'll keep creating.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Take a look at my earrings. You can see that. So these are simple creativity. But when people see it, because it's crazy, because it's amazing, because it's ridiculous, so they're like, damn, this nigga is so crazy, I can't really cocktail this. But it is not what it is.
Yeah.
All these things you see are just for the music's sake.
No. So, you know what? Well, so in this case, this has actually made you go single, like, for a very long time.
Yeah.
So currently you're single.
I am single. So, and even if I am searching, it should be like mine.
So you want to get, do you need someone that is crazy as you are?
The person might not be crazy, but the person needs to understand what craziness is when it comes to fashion.
So I knew you came from a home. What were the response from your parents when you started back then? What was it like?
They never supported my emotions. They never supported my
So they wanted you to do music like a conscious person.
They never wanted me to do music.
Okay.
My dad wanted me to go to school and be an engineer. My dad never even wanted me to go into fashion. He's a fashionista, but he never wanted me to go to fashion. But because it's in my DNA, like, it's in my DNA, I found myself in music. I used to be one nigga who loves football a lot. Yeah. But I just found myself into music.
You know, if you were doing football, if it was football, most persons would have understood that, yeah, it's football. Yeah. But
okay, music, are you trying to tell me that football, it's more wide when it comes to fashion?
Everybody understands that footballers have this. As a matter of fact, footballers happens to be the ones that came up with this, ideology of, spraying hair, placing it with different colors and all of that before the artists started doing that.
Okay.
You get.
Okay.
So if it's football, it is widely accepted. A lot of persons will just, turn a blind eye and just see it as normal football creativity. But ordinarily, we know that music itself, but the fact is not gospel. You're doing secular. A lot of persons will see you as irresponsible. Not to talk of when you're adding creativity crazy on your outfit. That is a no-no. A lot of persons will see you like, this guy is, But I'm not talking you down, right? I really love the fact that you don't give about anything. You're just you. You keep going. You know what you want. That's all that matters. You know what you want, right?
Yeah.
So that is like 100. You know what you want. Now, moving into the song, right? I for like to make you. I for like to make you. I for like to make you my number one.
Yeah.
When doing that song, weren't you considering the fact that you would have a lot of persons influenced? Weren't you concerned that you will have a lot of persons, motivated? Because right now we have like a lot of Gen Zs around the social media.
Right.
And in your street, in your hood, you have your fan base.
Yeah.
If you get to see kids sing that song, what comes to your mind? Would you be, my song the pop? Or would you be ashamed on the fact that these kids this is like the no censored part and they're singing it? Would you feel bad, terrible? What exactly would be your response?
In that case, I won't feel really good. I won't feel really bad too.
Okay.
Because I understand that there's what we call underage and there's what we call plus 18.
Yeah.
So I feel like To Make You is not a song for kids.
But you get to see kids now, they have access to all this,
Because their ears are open. Not like they really have access to it, but because their ears are open.
Okay.
And take notes, I feel like To Make You is not a song for kids.
So if you get to hear a child singing, what would you do?
I'll give the child a knock on his head and say,
nah, you're not being realistic. I know you bring up your TikTok, you remind me. You bring up TikTok and you want to video this child. Oh God. What are you not saying?
No, I ain't gonna do such a thing.
Come on.
I ain't gonna do such a thing. I
really?
swear down. I ain't gonna do such a thing.
Because the kind of songs, there are songs that these are your market. These people, you understand? So
yeah.
I feel like before going into the studio, that song is one song that I cannot get off my head. Let me be honest with you.
Ah,
Before you came in, we'll be singing it in the other studio, right?
yeah.
But the thing is, I feel like you should have considered, your audience.
Okay.
Some persons,
Okay.
maybe do
Okay.
a radio version for them.
I have a radio version for it.
Okay.
But the funniest thing is that people don't love the radio version. People don't love the radio version. Even kids don't love the radio version. I got kids. And they vibe to it.
And you're not knocking them on the
You
head.
understand? I still knock them on their head.
For how long will you be knocking them now? For how long?
I still knock them on their head like, do you know what you're saying, game? And they be like, Daddy, we love the song. Daddy, we love the song. I feel like to make you. I feel like to make you. When they go to that, the end part, I'm like,
and you're proud of the song. Nah, you're
why
proud
must I be proud of the song?
Oh,
I am proud of the song.
Okay, I know that. I see that.
Because it's a huge body work.
Yeah. Honestly, it is.
Yeah,
It's
a huge body
lot.
work.
It's a lot. So, well, that is your take on the song.
Okay,
And,
what's your take on the song?
bro? For me, I love the song. Yeah,
Okay.
I love the song, and I love the
Okay.
fact that seeing you perform the song in places that people get to resonate and cheer for the song is a lot.
Yeah.
But when the song comes back to the hood, if you run from the hood, when the song comes back there, and this is like, obviously you have a huge impact there. You understand? And then these kids that should be looking up to you at some level start listening to the song, and this song now has an influence on them. Most of them want to be Olosho, let's be very honest, because you sang it. But you can imagine you put Okoro there.
Okay,
Nobody
I would like
would
to make you my Okoro number.
That might just be a radio version. That might just be like a radio edit or radio version for videos. But when you want to go explicit, you do those ones in your club, in your whatever, and people can easily resonate. You have the ones for the streets, and before you know it, you have two songs competing on charts on which to really become huge. Do you understand? That's my take. But I really love the song.
Thank you.
It's amongst my top 5.
Wow.
It's amongst my top 5. Big shout out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right, big shout out. So, moving over, something happened around your social media. That was like 3 weeks ago.
Okay. And
you had State Films calling Dandizi out for a song. He was calling him like unapologetically on social media, on Facebook. Was calling him out. He needed Dandizi on the song. He was using, would I use the word emotional blackmail?
Okay.
Like working on his intelligence. And later on, it was more like Dandizi answered to that. And she started like giving him compliments. Thank you for responding to the verse. I wanted to confirm one thing. Okay, 3 things. 1,
okay,
did Dandizi send in a verse? Second of all, do you really need that future at your career? Thirdly, don't you think there would have been a better way to, get up a verse? I understand that probably might be a financial constraint. Obviously, getting Dandizi on the song now, you should be keeping like 2, 3, 4, 5 million for a verse.
Yeah.
So it would have like been a better way other than constituting nuisance online. So what do you have to say about that?
Honestly, to be honest with you, it's first of all, you said 3 things, right?
Yeah.
1, I haven't gotten the verse.
Wow.
Then 2, if someone happens to do something for you, I don't really think it's bad to go out there and tell people to help you and thank the person for what he or she did for you.
Right. I don't mean it that way. What I meant is looking at the brand you're trying to set out for people to look at you, right? They should look at you from some level of, you understand?
Way up.
Not these things are what people that just started music yesterday, they do. Not someone that has been in the game over a decade.
Yeah.
There has to be levels to these things, right? So when I saw it, I was like, crazy is way bigger than this.
Dang.
You can't do this. Like you can't bring this guy to this level now. Come on. And the next day or thereabout, I saw him doing it again, trying to thank him for the verse. I was hoping that it
was done and dusted.
Yeah, but here you are saying the verse. So what is holding it?
I don't really know what's holding it because I know I myself I met Dandizi at few weeks ago in an event, and I was like, bro, what's up? Since then I haven't heard from you. And it was like, okay, I should forward the song and details to him that he will record it. Okay, then after the few days, I wrote him on Instagram, no response. I wrote him on Facebook, no response. See, I haven't gotten response from the collaboration, but it's all good. I've moved on. And secondly, I'd like to make you, it's one of the biggest one right now in the city. So if you're neglecting the sound now, keep neglecting it now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, you'll be the one to put calls for that. And I'll stand at the front of this same podcast show and said, they don't call for verse.
And you build them.
Yes, man, and of course I'll build them.
So would you say that with what has happened, it is clear that there's no love in this city?
There's no love in this city. There's no love in this city. There's no love in the city. I've just said it 3 times. And no couples of things, couples of efforts that I've put in this city. And I'm not getting feedback. Not even one. Not even one. I did a lost culture that got hits like, now my money I won't collect. Traditional man. No recognition. No call for nominate. After then, I did abacha boy. No call. After then, I did a master class. No call. And now I've done love and emotion. Still no call. So I am underrated. I am underrated when it comes to the industry right here. I am underrated.
So you feel you've really put in the work that
I've put in a whole lot, from the music aspect to the styling aspect,
to the promotion aspect,
to even the promotion aspect. I've styled all your faves.
And in turn, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. The likes of Ajiboslas, Dan Dizzy, Maxi, the whole call. Go ahead and mention. There's no love in the city, but it's a normal thing because that's how it is. Everyone has a story.
Yeah.
So I have to accept the fact that this is my own story.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But when it comes to love, there's no love in the city. And I am underrated. Crazy K, I am underrated.
All right. So moving forward, you also had is it true?
Okay.
You had a verse from Duncan as well?
Yeah, that was I'm in love with Jesus.
That was a gospel song?
Yeah.
So please, audience, if you get to see Crazy K, this guy right here is an artist from Port Harcourt, you get to see him dressed this way to your church to perform I'm in love with Jesus. Would you leave the church or would you become an active member? I need to ask this. Why did you go into gospel and then zoom up again?
Not like I zoomed off again.
And why did you actually waste that collaboration?
I never wasted the collaboration.
Because I'm imagining what that collaboration would have done on this song, or maybe something much more realistic.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Because, bro, you already have your audience and they know what they're expecting from you.
Okay.
And tomorrow I'm getting to hear Crazy K opens the church. I won't take you serious. I'm honestly telling you this.
Why are you sounding that way? Why are you sounding that way?
I'm not saying, I mean no disrespect, but I feel like this is not real. You know, this is not real. But if you tell me that Crazy K has given his life to Christ and Crazy K is now like walking or playing drums in church or serving, I can gradually believe that this guy don't change you. But not when I come to church and I see you like on the bro, man. You guys are serious. You guys are joking.
And you quit the church.
I won't really quit the church, but honestly, I would not personally take you serious.
Damn.
I mean, no, this is not on the rating, but I feel like
this is not me.
This is not you. Maybe you're doing it to chase clout or you're doing it to get
Okay. Then what is me? What is me?
Yours is creativity. This is to create. Yours is not to, move into a different lane altogether.
Okay.
And do what there? Are you going to feature a gospel artist again? Are you going to... What are you actually doing there?
No, but in as much as I'm a secular artist doesn't mean that I can't glorify God.
That aside, I understand. But I feel like the collaboration is a waste.
Not like it was a waste, because then I'm in love with Jesus was one of the most creative song then.
It is. It was a trap song.
Yes.
Having Duncan on it.
Yes.
Bro, if you had this
Make You
and Duncan on it, that would have been twice what you probably had in the past. Because, bro, come on. Do you understand? Mel, I just feel like it's misplacement of priorities. No really being very honest right here because you know, you're quite an amazing artist. Duncan is a legend.
Yeah.
So you can imagine what he's actually going to do on that song with melody. Do you get? So
Yeah.
that was like where the angle I was coming from, and also I was hoping that Dandizi, saga on having a collaboration was equally on this song. If it was,
Yeah.
for
It
a
was
remix,
supposed to be on the song.
yeah, it would have just been one hell of a,
A blown shade, right?
right? Yeah. That would have just been it. So that is it. And also, we've really talked a lot about you, yourself, your journey, everything.
Okay.
Your relationships, you said you are single, you don't have you're not into it, girls,
No.
for so many reasons. The fact that, so you have, if you eventually have to, get somebody that loves you truly but wants you to be a lot more decent. Decency doesn't mean you will not be creative.
Okay.
You can actually be creative in a class, other than, because I mean, are you obviously going to continue like this for like Charlie Boy? Are you going to continue like this for a very long time? So what would you do in that scenario?
If I happen to see someone who's gonna love me for who I am,
Yeah.
I'll change.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
it's gonna be on a 50-50 thing.
Easy. Why?
Because you won't expect me to be on a thing whereby it's working well for you and it's not working well for me.
Oh.
Business minded. Because if I don't get the money today again, Oga, love don't end be that now. Do you understand? So creativity puts food on my table. Do you
Oh.
understand? So the more I go into creativity, is the more I make more money.
Hmm.
So love Agro for we is forget about the steals, forget about the swag, forget
So this
about
is not real.
not like the steals is not real. Keep your mind off the steals. Just understand the fact that, but funny enough, Agro is not a player.
Eh?
I am not a player.
You look like, sorry, you. No, you cannot be dressed like this and you say you're not a player. They'll be mistaking you to be Messi or Ronaldo.
I am not a player.
So right now, you mean you're not open for a relationship?
Yeah, I'm open for a relationship, but the relationship is gonna be supportive.
Hmm.
Do you understand? That's why I said it will be a 50-50 thing. You know, we just be say you don't get a go, I did for house now, cook for me now, I sit down, wear suit and tie. I'm not a barrister.
Mhm.
I'm a trapper.
Hmm.
Do you understand? I am not a barrister. You don't expect me to wear a wig and a suit, go and sit at the front of a court. No,
Hmm.
I am an artist. I am a trapper. I'm a pop artist.
Hmm.
And I am a fashionista. So you don't expect me to go low.
So if you were not born in a family that
Mm.
your both parents were, an fashion designer and
And
a
a cook. Mm.
right? And let's say you were born in one other family that, it's so different from what you are now.
Yeah.
What would you have been doing when you did not, maybe let's say you never had privileges for music?
Okay.
What would be your second choice?
Unlike I told you, I was supposed to be an engineer. I'm a science student. I was supposed to be an engineer. But the passion, the love of music, the love of art in general, it's highly inflammable.
Mm.
It is something that I can't bury. Each time I think of burying it, that's when the creativity comes more. So each time people bully me about my outfit, about my creativity, like they make me understand the fact that wow, I'm game. Because if I am not game, you ain't going to stick your eyes on me. If I'm not game, you just see me and walk by.
So,
but because of I'm game
if
enough, that's why.
So if you really are so into this fashion, why didn't you sign up for a modeling agency or something and take that route too? Whilst you're actually pushing your music, you're actually gaining proper recognition in the fashion industry,
Okay.
and they're getting to know you as someone who has this signature
Steve.
style. You understand? Other than just doing it for a couple of ingrates that will not recognize you in turn.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. I was working with a fashion company.
Okay.
That's Carlos Styles. I was working with a fashion company, but we had a breach of agreement
Okay.
that made me back door. So ever since then, couples of fashion companies have been calling. Okay, we really love to work with you. Really love to work with you, but few months from now, I'll take my final decisions.
Yeah, please. You have to. You can't be boxed up with all this creativity and fashion idea, and you're just one place. There are so many persons who would really love to pay a lot of money to watch you model this. Your creativity.
Yeah.
They are just one place, also waiting for you. And time is money now. Time is of essence. So from now, from now to the next 5 years, what is your plan?
Wow.
What should we be expecting?
From now to the next 5 years, our goal will be not just a household blown name. Will be an international hold hip name.
Okay. So speaking of blown an international level, let's start with the national level. Let's start with Lagos. You never spoke about anything about Lagos. Is it that you don't love to be in Lagos?
I've visited Lagos a couple of times, not one, not twice. I've done shit in Lagos.
Okay.
I've done couple of things in Lagos. I met Udumodu Black in Lagos. I met what is it called? I met Inyanya in Lagos. I met Dremo in Lagos. And I have copies of songs with all these artists I'm calling.
Wow. So what's holding it? Why aren't we getting this anticipation or something from?
I had to just cool off, let the EP go far low.
Then you start dropping.
I start dropping them.
Wow.
So that those maybe if you say, nothing deal, something plenty inside.
Right.
Yeah, something plenty inside. Comes of collaborations coming from Lagosians.
Wow. This is quite big. I mean, so we don't have to start. They don't have to, look at you from one end that I'm gonna leave this guy the dress like person we head no correct. Last class in head correct though. So right before I let you go, what is your word of encouragement to a couple of artists out there that want to be like you, want to sing, who are filled with creativity, but because they are scared of what their parents would think of them, or what the environment would think of them? Because from looking at you, you're brave.
Yeah, thank you.
Coupled with the stigmatization of that man done mad once. I'm not saying you're crazy, but looking at how intense your creativity is, I certainly know that no responsible person that I know too well would want to get acquainted with you. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. They say don't judge a book by its cover unless you come closer. Unless you get the book, you can actually tell that this book is correct book. Unless they get to know you one-on-one, then they can tell that this guy no mad really. It's just creativity. His passion, his fuel for creativity. So, what is that word of encouragement to those kids, those teenagers, those young individuals that want to explore, that want to get this creative side, or that have this creative side but don't know how to go about it?
What I have to say, it's every sign of limitation should be one thing you shouldn't think of. One. Then two, you just need to keep up to your pen game. Do you understand? Every hustler has a payday.
Right.
Don't forget that there's time for everything. Stick with the process. It will always take you time. Even if you're not doing anything, the time will still come and go. So it's better you stick to something positive. Forget about the time. It's a process. Where I am today, I never started yesterday. It's a process. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep being good. Keep going to explorations. Keep finding new things. Keep defining yourself. Spend more or less time on yourself, within yourself. Think about yourself. Find the betterment of yourself. If I have 24 hours in a day, I spend no less than 20 hours just within myself. Do you know why? Because when I spend time with myself alone, that's when I decipher who I am. So spend time on yourself, work on yourself, be positive, be open-minded. And when you're involving between people, try and learn what you don't have from them. Positive things, not just anything. Positive things from them, and add up with your own spice. Believe me, you'll be the best.
Wow. I don't know why you didn't go in for motivational speaking. You do so well as well. I mean, this is another niche. You see, you're very creative indeed. You're very
Wow,
creative
thank
indeed.
you.
So at
Thank
this
you.
junction, I'll be trying to cutting close for this particular segment until I come your way on the next segment of the Artist Spotlight. My name is Elvis, and yes, it is absolutely going to be a wrap. So you know how we do it over here. You do well to subscribe, get your people to comment, get your people to like this video. There's still a lot more in stock for you. It is a wrap.